Hey, I know I haven't posted on this channel in a while. For several reasons. I'll probably post another video sometime in the near future. I don't know exactly when. But part of it is that I'm working on different content, also on a different channel. Again, details will be in the next video. But the reason I'm not here to promote myself, uh, because recently, just yesterday, I found out that the creator of Lupin the Third, Monkey Punch, passed away. Uh, and yeah, I would like to talk about it. And I know I did the Lupin Third vlogs quite a bit ago. I only got to 12 episodes of part 5, I believe. And I know it's kind of hard. It was kind of heartbreaking news. Even though, yeah, he was very old. It's still heartbreaking, especially when that person created something that has impacted your life. And I would definitely say his creation, Lupin the Third, has impacted my life, and I kind of just want to give my gratitude, share my experiences, because honestly, Lupin the Third series has gotten me through some of the rough patches in my life. Mostly because it was able to keep me happy, because it showed the series, and as a whole, showed so much fun and energy and with it. And but with the latest series, they go so in depth, and there's some really heartfelt moments, some really good deep moments. And I was also not afraid to talk about dark stuff, as well, get into more adult humor. And yeah, I didn't watch this as a kid. I didn't grow up with Lupin the Third. I didn't start watching Lupin the Third until after I graduated high school. That was actually kind of when I first heard about it. I remember the first time I watched something. My first Lupin the Third. I don't know, media, I guess you would say, because it's kind of a whole group. The first thing I watched from the Lupin the Third series was Castle of Cagliostro, Hayao Miyazaki's first film. And I remember the reason, I was buying, back then, after I graduated high school, I was getting really back into anime, and one of the things I did, because I didn't have good internet where I was living at that time, I kept going to my local Best Buy and buy, stuff from the anime section that looked appealing to me. And one of the things they were selling was Lupin the Third, Castle of Cagliostro. And I remember buying that, kind of just I've heard a little bit of the Lupin the Third series, kind of this old series. And to me, it looked very interesting. It looked okay, I'll give it a watch, I'll buy it. And I didn't know how much I was going to really enjoy it, because I also want to say that was my first Miyazaki film. I know, that's a kind of a shame on me, but yeah, that was also my first Miyazaki film, and I was honestly blown away how amazing it was and how much fun I had watching it. And I remember after watching it, I just wanted more. I wanted more of these characters, because I loved Lupin, I loved Jigen. I wanted to see more of Goemon, because there was so little of Goemon in that movie. But I remember him doing some really cool stuff. I also wanted to see more of Zenigata. These adventures, the story, the treasure hunting. I wanted more, and I got to see. I went, on the Crunchyroll, and then, like when I started getting more college, and when I started getting to an area with more Wi-Fi, I started watching more Lupin on Crunchyroll. I watched throughout part one, and then I started finding myself collecting the movies, the TV shows on DVD, and truly, this show has impacted my life. And honestly, so one of the things I'm doing, and again, details in my next video, whenever that'll be, I have no idea. Is that one of the ideas I had for a game, because I'm becoming a game developer, or I'm not trying to become an indie game developer. My goal is to become an indie game developer. And one of the games I had, I just kind of wrote down, kind of just one sentence, just to kind of make sure I remember it, is that I want to make this 2D platformer or stealth platformer, but I know I wanted it to be inspired by Lupin the Third. I didn't know when I was going to get to it. I just know I want to do it eventually when I'm a better game developer, because currently I'm still just starting out. I've only been doing it for a month now. But yeah, really, it's just, I knew that's like one of the first ideas I had was, hey, it would be so cool to have like some with the art style based off of Lupin the Third, and have the characters be based off Lupin the Third. Lupin the Third, and this was kind of one of those games, these ideas I would, do down the line, but, because, like I said, he's inspired, Monkey Punch, and his art style is also kind of inspired my own a little. Like, my goal is to, kind of to exaggerate a little bit with the characters. And that's kind of like his art styles also kind of influenced me to just kind of get back into drawing as well. I remember in classes, some of my college classes, I doodle all the time in my classes. I'm a doodler. And I would try to, doodle Lupin's face, or try to doodle Lupin or Jigen. I even have a Jigen figure at home, and I just can't get over how much I've enjoyed the Lupin the Third franchise, and how much it has impacted me. And I think my goal now for, I guess this is kind of an announcement, but not saying concrete, but I think that 2D stealth platformer got bumped up a little. You know what I mean? Because it was just one of those ideas that I didn't know when I was going to get to, but now it's like, well, I kind of want to work on it sooner. Not right now, because, again, I'm still learning, but eventually when I get, when I'm more knowledgeable, more experienced, I'm probably going to work on that game, and I'm not, I want to be inspired by it, but not be I might make it a fan game, with the Lupin the Third characters, but I really kind of want to add in my own style, but like add in my own story and characters, but have it be heavily inspired by Lupin the Third, if you know what I'm saying. But I want to dedicate that game to Monkey Punch. So I'll end this video by saying thank you, Monkey Punch, for creating Lupin the Third and bringing this enjoyment, to us, and to show that manga and anime aren't just for kids. They can be for adults. And yeah. And again, thank you for everything.